Hi, I'm Blake.
And I'm Ian.
And this is Arc and All.
A podcast.
Yes, it is.
That's what it is, and we did a little exciting intro there. You did the drum roll. Got a little bit of excitement going.
Something.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to not sit so still. I've recently gotten some feedback that I'm a little bit like a newscaster. And I just sit here and like put my hands and I'll just be talking unless I'm like reading something off. And then it's just like I'll just like fidget with my hands and my fingers. And so I'm trying not to, I mean, a drum roll's still fidgeting a little bit, but I'm trying to be a little more, I don't know, energetic. It's not in my nature.
Okay. Well, I mean, you got a little, you got some energizing traits to you. It just doesn't really come out.
It doesn't relate when I'm sitting still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Years of mental abuse from all the teachers telling me to sit still.
Mm-hmm. The fourth grade one in particular.
Oh, my God.
Let's not go there.
Yeah, we don't have to.
Yeah.
She had it out for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people, like, I'm a little more trusting when my kids come to me and they're like, yo, the teacher has it out for me. Because I've had teachers that legitimately have it out for me. And I've only had two. No, I've had three. But each one of them legitimately had it out for me. I don't know why they disliked me so much. When all of my other... That is a lot of it, I think.
I don't know if we discussed this on one of the episodes, but yeah.
Oh, the RBF has been talked about, yeah, definitely. And I'm sure
talking about like particular the teachers not liking you because of it.
Oh, I can't remember if we've talked about it plenty, but I don't know if we've ever talked about it on here. But we don't have to get into it too far. I'll just say that I had one that was like really going after me, mainly because I would like put my work in my desk instead of handing it in.
Mm-hmm.
And then that got proven later, and she was just like really after me. I don't know, but I'm forgetful.
You almost weren't able to shoot rockets off with us that day.
Oh, man, and my parents showed up for that, and they were livid.
Yeah.
Oh, they were like, you are punishing him, and he's got all the work right here that you're claiming he hasn't done, and it's all finished, and it's right here. Like, I get that it's not the teacher's job to go looking for the student's work. I do understand. But when you're in fourth grade, bro, and you've been, I mean, she was an older teacher, so maybe she didn't believe in like the ADD, ADHD kind of thing. And I had just been diagnosed the year prior to that. Like, I had teachers who were constantly like, you should probably get him checked out. And they were like, he'll probably be fine, because I think at the time all we knew about was Ritalin, and that will zombify you. Yeah. Anybody who's ever been on it will know. So my parents didn't want to put me on that, and so Adderall it was.
Yeah,
and that's not that great either.
You know, now that we're talking about it, I'm just realizing Ritalin's no longer a thing.
No.
Wow, I really haven't heard about it.
Nobody really
since we were in elementary school.
Adderall, Concerta, Vyvanse.
So they still have Strattera?
I don't know. I haven't heard that one recently.
I think they put me on that one for a little bit in high school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mellow you
along with all the other freaking medicines.
Did you have to do a lot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zombifying.
Yeah. I felt like not so much a lab rat, but I felt like I was just constantly being like, let's see how this one does for you. Let's see how this one does for you. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, that does this. Okay, let's try this. Like, I felt like I was just like a trial patient for all these different medicines coming out.
Yeah.
How many did you have to take, like, at one time?
The most I had to take at one time was, I think, 6.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man. They were really trying to calm my ass down.
Yeah. I mean, you were hyper, but, like, you're a kid, man. Be a little rambunctious. Who cares?
As discussed before, there was bipolar medicine, too. Yeah, so that was really the worst. None of that shit ever worked for me until, like, I got to high school and I started trying weed. Weed was my medicine for a little bit. Can't do that anymore since I'm a truck driver, but...
Right.
I've kind of figured out ways to like manage it without. But that bipolar medicine that they had me on, like I still have these shakes every now and then from those days because it was like a lasting effect. And when I was on it, it was so bad. It's like people would always notice.
It makes you shaky?
Yeah.
Really?
Like, uncontrollably.
Isn't it supposed to be something to kind of like chill you out a little bit?
I mean, yeah, but that's one of the side effects.
Feels like getting all antsy and shaky and would kind of negate what it's trying to do.
Every single one of those two.
Wow.
Nothing worked.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I still have it in my hands every now and then.
Yeah.
But yeah. It wasn't the best time of my life.
Fair.
And kids were horrible, you know? It's like,
oh yeah,
like they would always make fun of me for how stiff I am, and like say, hey, you get the shakes. Look at you.
That's shitty.
Yeah.
They'd make fun of the shakes. Mm-hmm. No way, dude.
Yeah, man. And this was in North Carolina too. North Carolina kids were pieces of shit.
Sorry to any North Carolina watchers, but I mean,
I'm not.
If they were, they were. Yeah.
I mean, there's some good ones. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
I had some good friends in North Carolina.
But you dealt with more, I guess, bullying up there than you did down here.
Yeah.
Damn. I honestly would have expected it more from down here, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Down here?
I never really got bullied growing up. So I don't really know how to feel about all of that. But it felt like I would hear about kids getting bullied pretty often.
Yeah.
There were so many reasons. I don't know.
Well, down here, what I will say about down here versus North Carolina.
Yeah.
North Carolina kids would bully me straight to my fucking face.
Damn.
Yeah.
Just ballsy.
Yeah. Georgia kids, they probably made fun of me, but
they're more so doing it behind your back.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you. Just still shitty, but yeah, it's not coming straight at you every single day, and yeah,
I could deal with it a little bit better.
Right.
But at the same time, I didn't have the worst of it, like all those medicines at once while I was here, so that was good. It was like right before I came back down here to start going to school with y'all again.
Yeah, right.
I was off all medicines.
Oh, so when you finally came back down, there was nothing else.
I was redeemed.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we talked occasionally while you were up there, but not very often. And then when you came back, I mean, you still seemed pretty much like yourself. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah, we had done a lot of growing.
Yeah. This is good.
I'm happy about this.
Yes. Completely
unrelated topic. Since we're coming, let's get out of the whole mental illness thing for a little bit.
Yeah. We can shoot on past that.
Let me tell you. Because, well, let me tell them rather, because you already know.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Y'all know how we tried all those weird food combinations a couple weeks ago?
God.
There was something I saw on Facebook.
No.
It was something somebody shared. It was a peanut butter and pickle sandwich. Mm-hmm. Me, knowing how Facebook is,
sure,
I'm not taking it seriously.
Yeah,
I send it to you. I said, maybe we should try this.
Yeah.
You were like, oh,
Could be trolling.
Yeah, one of my kids actually eats this. There may be something to it.
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Yep.
It took me a week to pull up the courage.
Swears by it.
Man, how long have they been eating it?
A couple of years now, honestly.
You remember how they learned about it?
No. Honestly, so they're just putting peanut butter on everything, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so I feel that. Love me some peanut butter.
And I mean, I'm talking eating it with pickles, eating it with ramen.
I did try the ramen.
I'm not going to throw them under the bus for all of their things that might be a little more out there, but the pickle and peanut butter thing was a thing for quite a while, like turning it into sandwiches, whatever. And then it popped up on Facebook, and I was like, no way, dude, no way. Well, and you tried it, huh?
Long story short, that is amazing.
Amazing?
Yes.
Oh, man. Shit. Okay.
There will be some that will probably disagree with me and won't keep an open mind to trying it out, but
for sure,
there's no point of bringing it on the show because I actually enjoy it.
Yeah, it's not a weird thing to try. It's man, actually good.
And I actually had a hard time going to sleep last night just because I was thinking about how amazing it was, and I wanted another one.
Oh shit! I owe some apologies. I'll be doing that later.
Mm-hmm. Apologizing to...
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because I definitely was like, what the fuck are you doing? And, turns out it's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you know.
Now I know.
You gotta try it yourself.
Honestly, I might. Mm-hmm. I might give it a shot. I have... Like, for years, like, I'm not one of those people that's just like, oh, I hate pickles, right? Like, pickles are fine.
Even if it's wrapped in a fruit roll-up?
Not if it's wrapped in a fruit roll-up. And we've also gotten comments about, like, the proper way to do it. And I'm assuming more of a Hispanic dish of wrapping it in fruit roll-up and then covering it... with tahini and other, there was like 5 different ingredients, and I was just like, why add so much to make it good?
Yeah,
but I'm still gonna try that because I've been hearing a lot of people say that it's good, and that's the way you have to do it, and not just a fruit roll up on the pickle.
Well, obviously the aliens didn't know how to do it right.
No, yeah. Well, yeah, clearly the aliens had no idea.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I plan to try that. I'll probably, I don't know when I'll do it, but I just have to see because we've had some people say like this would be good, but you have to do it this way, or this would actually be fine if you did it this way. And then some people were just plain out disgusted by some of them.
Fair.
Which is understandable. I thought most of them were disgusting, so to hear that any of them are salvageable was news to me. But yeah, pickles and peanut butter. I'll give it a shot later.
Yeah.
I think we've got some pickles at the house right now. But yeah, what I was saying was I over the last year have become more of a pickle eater, but not like still nowhere to the level that some people are that I know. Like you're not going to catch me. Yeah, probably not to that level. And you're not going to catch me drinking the pickle juice or any of that stuff. But I'm eating it on things more frequently. Like, again, I never hated pickles. But I never really saw the need for it unless they were fried.
Yeah. There was this one restaurant. It was a fast food restaurant. I don't know if it was In-N-Out Burgers. It's something burger, but they had this drink called the Witch Doctor where they mix all the sodas together and just...
I've been doing that since I was a kid. What the hell?
And then the finishing touches, they slap a whole pickle in there.
Oh, okay. You saw that thing a while back where the lady goes to Sonic and gets pickles in her Dr. Pepper? That's a thing. I saw this. This is months ago now. So this is like super old, but that just reminded me of it. They put a pickle in it. That's wild, mixing all the sodas. But
that would be 24 flavors.
She swears by Dr. Pepper and pickles. I've heard of people doing it with other sodas, but she swore by Dr. Pepper with pickle slices loaded in there. Like when she peeled that cup back, loaded. There were so many pickles in there. But I've been curious to try it because, I mean, she made it sound really good. But
just like I made the peanut butter and pickle sandwich sound amazing.
You make it sound good. I mean, if it's keeping you up at night to where you had to go make another one just to go to bed,
yeah,
I mean, that's pretty real. So
I ain't even lying about that.
All right. I remember you texting me about it, so I know this is real. But yeah, I'm curious to try. There's a lot of things with pickles, though, honestly. So I mean, we could just do a weird pickle episode and just try different shit. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah.
Pickle. Pickle.
Tickle pickle?
Tickle.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Sounds good.
That's some real shit.
Yeah. Super real. So now we'll segue a little bit, I think, from pickles.
How could you?
To a memory that I have that does not have to do with pickles.
That could be a lot.
But it does have to do with something you ate that still starts with a P. Yep. So there's like a connection, sort of. Anyways.
By the P. Connected by the P.
That's it. So, growing up, my dad worked for this guy. And this guy grew his own, what would you call that? Like crossbreeding of peppers. He was doing his own thing.
They're like little tiny peppers.
Yeah, super. I think some people, like, because they were fused with a few different types of peppers, which supposedly made them really hot. I don't know. They weren't that hot to me and my dad. So, like, we would take these little peppers, and I think some people would call, at least what they look like, they would call them rooster spurs as a nickname. But I don't know their actual name. So, but if you look at them, they look like a rooster, like part of its feet. So, I guess that's where that comes from. But
I'll think about it like that.
So, they looked that way, but they're supposed to be much hotter. And maybe they were called Thai Pequin or Pie Pequin or something irrelevant. So,
is it though?
I mean, it's not, but it's more relevant because I can't verify the actual name. So, anyways, so his boss gave him a huge amount because he was like, oh, yeah, my dad likes hot stuff. Here you go, man. Gives him a huge amount. So, he goes through, brings them home, puts them in a container, and we're trying them. We're cutting up. We're taking the whole pepper about this long, and we're just cutting it up onto sandwiches. Sometimes 2 of them onto sandwiches. And I mean, we're eating them whole peppers at a time.
Yeah.
And then we find out, and I mean, they got a pretty good kick. Like it's a good flavor too. So it's one of those good mixes. And
they're all dried out too, so it adds to the crispy factor.
Right. So they're good on sandwiches and stuff like that, but. Then we get word from his boss that this dude was taking like 3 or 4 of the seeds, like just little baby seeds, and putting them in like a pot of chili to spice his chili up.
Just 3 seeds.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 seeds. Just the seeds, just 3 or 4 of them to do the whole pot of chili. And I was like,
No way.
No. There's a ton of seeds in these things. And we're eating them 1 or 2 at a time. They're hot, don't get me wrong. But they're good. Like, you don't need... What's 4 seeds gonna do? I couldn't imagine that making a difference in a pot of chili. It's just not happening. But, anyways, so it was fun for me and my dad. Whenever people would come over and they'd never seen a pepper like this before, or never had a pepper like this before, to let people try them because we had so many. And so we got a few people with it. They hated it. They'd take a little nibble, take a bite. Oh, God, what's this? Oh, my God. Oh. Mouth on fire, all of that.
I'll say.
And then you came over.
This was one of our trips down from North Carolina.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so you guys were visiting. And, you know, we're not seeing you all the time like we used to see you. So, of course, we got to have you try one.
Yeah.
Although I fully expected that you were just going to take a bite. But North Carolina made you some kind of badass, and you decided to pop the whole thing in your mouth.
Yeah, this is my first time seeing you in a while. I was like, you know, I'm going to show my friend how cool I've become.
And did. Yeah.
This was a mistake.
And definitely did. Absolutely. And you popped the whole thing in your mouth and started chewing. Mm-hmm. And, you know, naturally, you're a pretty pale guy.
Yeah.
And if you get a good chuckle out of you, you might turn a little red.
Yeah. A little?
Maybe very. Yeah. But you ate this pepper.
Yeah.
And it was completely red, like somebody painted your face. Mm-hmm. And I don't really remember what we did to try to help you with that because your mouth was on fire. Milk?
Milk.
Oh, okay.
At some point, shortly before that, I learned that milk really helped out with
milk,
the Scoville or whatever.
It kills capsaicin, which is what creates the spice, yeah. Mm. But, yeah, that was a pretty, I don't know, I look back on that memory fondly. It's a fun time.
Yeah.
You struggled a good bit.
I remember in the first couple seconds, I was like, oh, this ain't so bad.
It's not right at first.
Yeah.
And then it creeps up.
Yeah. Yeah. And we all look at that memory fondly. My mom brings it up every now and then.
Oh, does she?
She remembers your face when I popped it in my mouth. Let me try and describe it for everybody.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she said, like, as soon as I popped it in my mouth, you had your usual relaxed face.
Right.
And then you were just like... And then...
I'm just, like, trying to hold in laughter.
Yep. And then as soon as my face starts turning red and I start screaming for help, that's when you bust out.
I just expected you to take a bite of it, man. Mm-hmm. I was shocked. And you just went, and I was like, what the fuck, bro?
Man.
It's a bad idea, but yeah.
And I can see your dad probably over there like, this fucking idiot.
That sounds, that sounds on point for Dad, yeah. Yeah.
I put your dad through some shit. He had to get them handcuffs off me.
Yeah, and he did right at the last second.
Yep.
He's very proud of that one. He brings that memory up a lot.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad I could do that for him.
It was both telling a funny story about you and also how he was able to pick police handcuffs. So, you know, it's a good twofer there.
I really tested his abilities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he has a good time with that story. He tells it a lot. But so in this memory, I think of it fondly, and I thought it would be cool to. I couldn't find those exact peppers, obviously, but I did find some.
Motherfucker, are those habaneros?
Yeah, they are. I'm surprised you recognize them. Yeah. They're habaneros. And shit. So I found some peppers. And in solidarity, we're not gonna chew these like gum.
I hope not.
So we're not double the age we were. Mm-hmm. But it's close. And so I figured
we almost are though. That's crazy.
And I know. That was a long time ago. Yeah. And then so these are double the Scovilles of those peppers.
Wonderful.
So I figured, you know, that adds up to me. That's math. So I figure I'll eat one with you. We're not going to pop these like chewing gum.
Should I go get some milk real quick?
If you want to, you can. I was just going to tough it out.
We got drinks in front of us.
Just know that those drinks might make it worse. What is this? Something water-based?
Yeah, it's a lemon lime sparkling water.
Yes, yeah. So that will just spread it around your mouth a lot more.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so it might make it worse. If you want to get milk, you can.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to tough it out.
We're going to tough it out. Okay.
Just remind me not to touch my eyes.
Yeah, please don't touch your eyes. Please don't.
It's a little tiny one.
Should we get these little baby ones? Like, there's something about them that seems more scary.
I mean, we want to bite off a good chunk, but we don't want to get into the core too much because that's where all the heat is.
No, we want that.
Oh,
Yeah, we want that. You're not getting away from that. That looks like a good one.
Yeah, it's a good little size.
Mm-hmm. And, let's see, how big is yours? I want to make it about the same. There are some that are, like, way bigger, but I feel like when they get bigger like this, they're not as bad.
Yeah.
So, I could be totally wrong on that, but that's what I think.
That's about right.
Yeah, that's pretty close. I mean, it's a little fatter, but that's good. Okay.
I'm already sweating.
So I'm thinking, like, you know, I mean, we ain't got to go all the way to the stem, but, like...
About halfway.
Right past half, you know. Should be fine. Should be a good bite. And then we'll just tough it out, and people get to watch us do it. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
You are already sweating. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I'm anticipating this.
That's okay. All right, cool. So we'll just go for it.
It's gonna be pouring.
I am expecting as much, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've kind of grown tolerance to spicy stuff over the years, but
sure,
that's just internally. I'm still gonna sweat.
Oh yeah. There's certain things you can't cover up.
Yeah. This one looks evil. It's taunting me.
I kind of wish that I had found some that were hotter, but maybe in the future we'll do that if people enjoy watching us eat the simpler ones.
Yeah.
All right.
You ready?
Ready? Yeah.
1, 2, 3. It just squirted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cry.
Mm-hmm.
That was immediate.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
Dude.
Uh-huh.
Dude.
Yep.
I can't swallow this.
Uh-huh. Oh, God.
This was a bad idea.
Yep.
It's still in my mouth.
Oh, God.
I think we need milk.
Uh-huh. Oh. Oh, my God, it hurts.
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, I finally swallowed it.
Oh, my God.
Great idea, Blake.
I regret it. Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Milk. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God. Oh my God.
Hey, milk has appeared.
Oh, okay.
The only time you will ever see me chug a full cup of milk. Instant relief. That's crazy.
Oh, that is kind of crazy. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Am I looking like a waterfall?
Yeah, you're sweating pretty good. I don't think I really broke a sweat. No, but...
You felt the pain.
Bro, the immediate hiccups, oh my God.
Did you even swallow the whole thing at first?
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm still feeling it lingering in my mouth because I had it in there so long.
Okay, hopefully you all enjoyed that. We'll be back soon.
Let's take a second.
Okay, so...
Yeah, we had ourselves a little intermission there. Wash our hands. Pat ourselves off. That
sucked.
Thanks, Blake.
Yeah. Sorry, man.
It's a good thing you remind me to wash my hands before going to the bathroom later. I remember a similar experience.
It's not a good time.
One of my buddies had me try, I think it was a Carolina Reaper or something like that over at their house. And I forgot to wash my hands before going to the bathroom, and then it started burning down there so bad that I had to take one of their cups, fill it with milk, and just stick it down in there. So I warned them about it before they ever used that cup again. Yeah.
I'll be like, guys, I'm going to keep this cup. I'm doing you a favor. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. But,
oh, man.
We're going to keep with our conspiracies now. This week, we're talking about, sorry.
Popular.
Some popular doppelganger / clone / replacement theories. And there's a lot more of these than I thought when it comes to celebrities being quote unquote replaced.
Are there?
Yeah. So I only picked out 4 of them.
Okay. Yeah.
This time, because there are quite a few, actually. I'm going to start out with the Britney Spears theory. Now, the Britney Spears replacement conspiracy is an internet theory that suggests the pop star was replaced by a look-alike or body double after a series of personal struggles and public breakdowns in the mid-2000s. According to proponents of the theory, the real Britney Spears either died or was forced into seclusion, and a replacement was brought in to continue her career, often to maintain her image and commercial success. The theory gained traction during Britney's very public mental health crisis, including her 2007 breakdown, shaving her head, and subsequent hospitalization. Fans who believed in the conspiracy point to changes in Britney's appearance, behavior, and music style as evidence that she was not the same person after this period. Some also claim that certain Instagram posts and public appearances show inconsistencies, fueling the idea that a different person is now portraying Britney. Despite its widespread discussion online, there is no evidence to support the conspiracy. Britney Spears has openly discussed her mental health struggles and the conservatorship she was placed under from 2008 to 2021. The replacement theory is largely considered a baseless rumor, part of a broader culture of celebrity speculation and fascination with personal lives, especially when celebrities face public crises.
Yeah.
Now, it didn't mention in this one, but in doing a little bit of research about this one, it actually said something about Britney and Justin Timberlake were involved in a car accident one night. And I remember hearing about this rumor really early on. This was like, I think it was around the time the Oops, I Did It Again album came out. And I was saying that Justin survived, but Britney died, but she was just so big that they couldn't they wanted to keep milking her for money. So they had to replace her.
Right.
That's the one I heard about that this one did not mention. But
I mean, obviously, like, we're not saying any of the following or this one are like facts. That's why they're in the conspiracy section. Yeah. So I just want to make sure that we make that clear.
Yeah.
Because some people out there
theory for a reason.
Right. Some people out there will be like, you know, it's not like making fun of mental health crisis or anything like that. It's just there were some weird things that happened. Some things where, and for me, the weird things actually started after the conservatorship ended.
Yeah.
To me, that's when the real, like, odd things started happening.
I've heard dancing around on TikTok and all that.
The dancing, which is fine, like Britney Spears dances, whatever. I wouldn't think anything of it. But then she starts having, like, she's dancing around with the knives and, like, she's doing weird dances. And then, like,
where are her kids?
There are people who started lining up, like Britney Spears, and obviously everybody gets older, but there were some things that don't really change that drastically as you get older that are different, like the girl's teeth and, like, the spacing of them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that this is anything that I subscribe to, but that's when the weird stuff really started to be more easily pieced together. I mean, obviously, you know.
Yeah, good for her for getting off of that, but
yeah, I'm glad that she got out of the conservatorship. That was bullshit.
Yeah, for so many years, too.
Yeah. Her dad's just a greedy fuck, so there's that.
So now we're going to move into the Paul McCartney. This one is a well-known urban legend suggesting that the Beatles' bassist, Paul McCartney, died in a car accident in 1966 and was secretly replaced by a lookalike. According to the theory, the replacement, often referred to as Billy Shears, has impersonated McCartney ever since, with the Beatles and their management allegedly covering up the death to avoid scandal and disruption to their career. The conspiracy gained momentum in the late 1960s and early 1970s when fans began to speculate that clues about McCartney's alleged death were hidden in Beatles songs and album covers. For example, proponents point to the Abbey Road album cover where McCartney is barefoot and out of step with the other band members as a symbol of death. They also cite lyrics in songs like Revolution 9 and Strawberry Fields Forever, interpreting them as references to McCartney's death or the transition to his replacement. Despite its popularity in certain circles, this theory is widely dismissed as false. Paul McCartney is alive and continues to have a successful career. The replacement theory, while enduring as a piece of Beatles lore, is generally seen as an elaborate hoax, fueled by fans' fascination with conspiracy theories and the band's cryptic artistic choices.
Which I guess is fair. I remember, I've looked into this one before, right? Because I just love conspiracy theories, but the one that really, like, there were a lot of points, and obviously when it comes to conspiracy theories, if you keep your mind just completely open, eventually you'll be convinced of something. So,
right.
You know, I'm looking at all these different facts, quote unquote, and sorry, man, that pepper's still.
I feel that it's in my cheeks.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Luckily, it's just my. Now that I said something, I feel it in my stomach.
Feel it in your stomach? Yeah, I feel that. And I've just been like burping, and it's constantly like hitting my throat. Ugh.
Yeah, sorry, Paul McCartney.
Sorry, Paul. So, my thing is that I found really interesting was if I'm not mistaken, because I'm pulling this straight out of my memory of looking into these things, Billy Shears just, like, very recently before the accident supposedly happened, had won a lookalike contest. And, like, that was where it started to stem from. And when you took, like, photos of Billy and Paul and, like, put them side by side, there were differences that Billy had and today's Paul has. And I mean, there's a lot of interesting things out there about it. But, again, it's a lookalike contest. I'm sure you could pull anything out of your ass at that point.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's been forever since the Beatles were actually the Beatles, and Paul McCartney still has a solo career. Like, why keep going with Paul McCartney's career if it's not really him?
If you were Billy,
get that money, I guess.
Would you give it up? Would you be like, the Beatles are done, I'm going to hang up my hat? Or would you just keep going? Because there's nothing that says you have to at this point.
Yeah.
But, like, why wouldn't you? What else would he do? But yeah, might be Billy.
Might be Billy.
Interesting. Okay.
All right, so this one is pretty out there, and then I'm going to end with the one that's a little bit more well-known. This one has to do with Katy Perry.
Katy Perry? She got a lot of lookalikes.
Nah.
Well, not anymore.
Check this out. This one's wild.
Okay, all right. Let me buckle up.
The theory that Katy Perry...
You're looking like a newscaster. Go ahead.
There you go. The theory that Katy Perry is actually JonBenet Ramsey.
Huh?
Is an outlandish conspiracy claim that suggests the famous pop star, Katy Perry, is the grown-up version of JonBenet Ramsey, the 6-year-old beauty queen who was tragically murdered in 1996. According to proponents of this theory, JonBenet didn't die, as officially reported, but was instead secretly alive and adopted by new parents, later emerging as Katy Perry in adulthood. Supporters of this theory point to the supposed similarities between the two, such as their physical appearance, facial features, and even certain characteristics in their mannerisms. They argue that Look at you.
She was such a small child. How would what mannerisms? Okay, people are pulling this one, dude. Holy shit. Okay,
I had to include this.
It's just so fucking out there. Okay.
They argue that JonBenet's death was faked as part of a larger cover-up orchestrated by her family or others involved, and that she went on to become a successful pop star under a new identity. Some also claim that there are hidden messages in Katy Perry's music videos or public appearances that allude to her true identity.
No.
Here we go. Despite its viral spread, especially on conspiracy forums and social media, there is no credible evidence to support this theory.
No, of course not.
The real JonBenet Ramsey's murder remains an unsolved case, with her family and law enforcement continuing to search for answers.
Wow.
The idea that Katy Perry is JonBenet Ramsey is widely dismissed as a bizarre and sensational rumor with no factual basis. Both the Ramsey case and Katy Perry's life and career have been subject to much media attention, which likely fuels the creation of such theories.
Yeah. That's wild. Speaking of JonBenet, though, for all of you true crime watchers, either if you're watching this now, it was yesterday on Monday, a new JonBenet documentary just dropped. I think it was just called Who Killed JonBenet or something like that. But it's on Netflix. Not a sponsor, but it's true crime. Check it out.
Do they have any more answers or?
No clue. Haven't watched it yet, but I plan to. Mm-hmm.
All right. I doubt it. I mean, that's a very...
Yeah, I mean, every time they come out with one, it feels like they got a little bit closer. But, I mean, maybe one day we'll have the answers. Who knows?
And maybe Katy Perry will admit that she's actually JonBenet.
Oh, my goodness. So...
That feels horrible to laugh at.
Yeah, well... Who's the last one?
Yeah. All right. So this is the more popular one, at least within our generation.
All right.
The Avril Lavigne conspiracy is a popular internet theory that claims the Canadian singer Avril Lavigne was replaced by a doppelganger in her early career. According to the theory, the real Avril died in 2003 and was substituted by a lookalike, often referred to as Melissa. Proponents argue that there are notable differences in Avril's appearance, personality, and music style post-2003, which they believe are too significant to be explained by natural aging or career evolution. The conspiracy theory gained traction due to a combination of factors, including changes in Avril's appearance, lyrical shifts, and supposed clues hidden in her album artwork and music videos. For example, some claim that the new Avril's image is more polished and commercial, while others argue that certain songs contain subtle messages pointing to her replacement. This theory is widely debunked, especially since the one that came up with it has since come out saying it's not true. The guy that came up with it in Brazil.
Gotcha.
Avril Lavigne herself has denied the claims. Of course she would.
Dun, dun, dun.
And there is no concrete evidence to support the idea of a replacement. However, the conspiracy remains a notable part of pop culture, especially in online forums and social media circles.
Interesting. I have heard of it. I never did any real deep dives. I've seen the photo comparisons. Most of what I've seen could be chalked up to having a little bit of work done, man. You start getting a little bit of money, you start fixing things that you want to fix, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, there's differences, but could chalk it up to work done or, and then with music...
She was getting a little bit more poppy.
She definitely got more poppy.
But she kind of kept the punk aspect, though.
To some degree, of course. But when you're with a record label...
Yeah, it's going to happen.
You're doing what they say. They guarantee you shows and money and whatever. And they say, we think this fits your image. Go do it. You don't get a lot of say in your lyrics and your music, unless you get a really good contract... that allows you to keep full creative. Man, I can't pull it. Anyways.
Creative freedom.
There you go. Yeah. Thank you. Goodness gracious. Yeah. But yeah, if you get a really great contract. Oh my God, it tastes so bad. If you get a really great contract, I'm sorry, guys. If you get a really great contract that allows you full creative. You what?
I'm sorry. They probably heard my mouth watering while I was reading all those too.
Oh, really?
It just kept coming back up.
Maybe. Yeah. Just full creative freedom, then sure. But contracts like that rarely exist. Like, they're going to agree that, hey, maybe you get 3 or 4 songs that are yours on this album, but we think about 10 of these are going to do really well. So you're going to sing what we tell you to sing. You know what I mean? And if you got to change your image, you got to change your image. And it just sucks. Record labels do that. They take away what you loved about the person. So I get it, but also I don't.
Yeah. Well, why that guy go and make things so complicated?
Oh. There it is. Yeah, I didn't have a... There we go. All right, so now we're going to segue over into... some impressions, just random things that we may or may not be okay at.
Yeah. Just to kind of honor this week's topic, we went over some impersonators. So let's see how well we can do with impersonating others.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And guess what, guys? North Dakota's back.
Yeah, North Dakota makes another appearance. I'm happy about this.
All right.
I feel like... things just aren't right without North Dakota.
Yeah, we were missing. We were missing something. It was North Dakota.
It was North Dakota. That's it.
So we're gonna have 3 impressions each, and we got 6 books over here. We're gonna read a couple of lines out of the books while impersonating whoever. I've got 3 for Blake. Blake's got 3 for me. Let's do this thing. Heads in, Tails, Blake. Da-da-da-da-da-da-doom.
Hey, that's a North Dakota right there.
All right. So you want to read first, or you want me? I will let you pick. Since she landed on you.
Oh, okay.
More peppers. More pepper trouble.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Whew. We're gonna make it though. We're gonna make it.
We're gonna have to.
Are you just picking a random book, or you want me to pick the book for you, or?
Yeah, you can pick the book for me.
I don't think that part matters, to be completely honest.
Probably not.
You just grab whatever that is on top. The tiger. What is that?
The Tiger.
Yeah.
A true story of vengeance and survival by John Violent.
Yeah, not a sponsor.
I think that's his name. I hope I said it right.
Yeah. Couldn't tell you.
Whatever.
So, I guess just flip to a random page and do Eric Cartman.
Nice. Let's see.
This may well be what got Markov into trouble. It is safe to say that he had not been carrying a firearm, he would still be alive. And had he not been so tightly linked to animals that triggered the tiger's wolf-killing instincts, the likelihood of conflict would have dropped to nil.
Okay, cool. That was a good run. That was good. Beautiful.
Thanks.
Awesome. Okay. Cool.
We love Eric Cartman.
Yeah. It's good. It's good.
Okay. I'll give you...
You just pass one my way, man.
It. Stephen King.
All right.
And this one...
That is a thick boy.
And to honor all the kids in this book, let's have you do Herbert the Pervert.
Oh, that, okay. All right. Oof. Yep, there it is. Nope, lost it. This pepper's about to kick my ass, dude. After that, Eddie would sometimes walk along track 4, which had been the Southern Seacoast track, and listen as a mental conductor chanted names inside his head, reeling them off in a lovely down east monotone. Those magic names: Camden, Rockland, Bar Harbor, Wiscasset, Bath, Portland. All right, I think I'm good.
That was wonderful.
That
was
fantastic. Yes, yeah, great.
Pick one for me.
Well, that green one.
These are the Brothers Grimm fairy tales.
Ooh, that's cool.
All right.
I think I might have that one.
I'm going to pick an actual story from this one. I guess it can be random.
Okay.
I guess this one will be from Lily and the Lion. Lily and the Lion.
Mm-hmm.
What you got for me?
Let's see. I think we'll do Napoleon Dynamite.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And when the time came for him to go home, he had bought pearls and jewels for the two eldest, but he had sought everywhere in vain for the rose. And when he went into any garden and asked for such a thing, the people laughed at him and asked him whether he thought roses grew in snow. This grieved him very much, for Lily was his dearest child. Gosh, And as he was journeying home, thinking what he should bring her, he came to a fine castle, and around the castle was a garden, in one half of which would seem to be summertime, and in the other half winter.
So, you're reading a lot. All right.
Napoleon Dynamite likes to go on them rants.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That is a good point there. Yeah. All right. Well.
All right.
What we got?
There's that. I'll let you read from Chicken Soup for the Parent's Soul.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You're going to be Christopher Walken on this one.
Oof. Okay. My Christopher Walken is not the best. I'm going to let you know. Okay. So I hope that everyone enjoys.
I'm a bit out of practice as well. I don't think my Napoleon Dynamite is as good as it once was.
It's that fucking cadence, dude.
Yeah.
The house is a mess. The dishes are dirty. Nothing like them.
No, this is pretty accurate, actually. I think.
I'm too old for this stuff. I'm well over 30. I feel like I'm crossing Christopher Walken and John Travolta.
Oh, man. Yeah.
The cars.
Oh, my God.
Sandy.
This is good.
Oh, shit.
This is good.
The car's not clean. And I've already spent next Friday's paycheck.
Oh, God.
That's all I got, dude.
A little laughter in between every sentence.
Shit. I could not keep a straight face for that one. Oh, my goodness. All right,
that was great.
I gotta brush up on Christopher Walken. I'm gonna get good at that one. I'll let you guys know whenever that happens.
No, you might already be good in their opinion.
Nah, there's no way.
All right, we got two more.
The Daily Dad.
Your Daily Dad.
Mm-hmm.
We'll jump to today's. It is November.
Oh, this is legitimately day by day. Okay, yeah.
It's today the 26th, right?
I think so.
Just to be sure.
Yeah, we'll double check.
Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, today's the 26th.
Yeah, okay.
So today's the 26th. Today's the 26th. Today's the 26th.
Hey, today it's 26.
Yeah. All right.
It's Saturday night.
Who's reading?
Anyways, let's see. Liam Neeson.
Oh, nice. All right, I gotta get into character for this one.
Yeah. Yeah, they just took your family.
Yeah.
You got to get them back. You're the only one who can.
This has nothing to do with it.
Well, it's still aggressive.
Well, maybe
All
it
right.
kind of does.
Okay.
One of the great things about being a parent, if you do it right, is that it's very humbling. No one knows how to cut you down to size quite like your kids. They don't care how rich, how important, how respected you are.
No.
To them, you're a goober.
Does it really say goober?
Yeah.
No shit. Why? When was this written?
Recently.
Okay. To them,
within the last couple of years.
Fantastic. Okay. Hey. All right.
Well, that was a little bit more serious.
Yeah, I like it.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm going to do my audition later.
Yeah, you should.
Taking 500.
Taking 500.
So, this last one is for you.
Okay. They're there. Pulitzer Prize finalist.
Yeah. By Tommy Orange.
Congratulations, Tommy Orange.
Yep.
Got a Pulitzer finalist on your hands.
So you're going to be Gilbert Gottfried for this one. R.I.P.
Oh, God. Okay, cool. Well, if you thought my walking was rusty.
It's going to be wonderful.
Mm-hmm. I have to back away from the mic a little bit for this one. What was I supposed... That's not it. That's not it at all.
My God.
Hang on. I'm going to get this. We're going to get this one. What was I... It's still going high, bro. What was I...
I'm going to back away a little bit.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm going to bust the fucking mic, dude. What was I supposed to do, Dean? There was nothing. Bro, I don't think I could do Gilbert Gottfried.
Just 2 lines. Just 2 lines.
There was nothing. There was nothing I could have done. He's been doing this most of his life. I don't know. It's pretty close. Oh, this is so bad. So bad.
Oh.
I'm only good at the impressions I'm good at. I'm taking note of that right now. I cannot do just anybody.
I guess.
Woo! Yeah, goodness.
It's a good thing we don't have to replace Gilbert Gottfried right now.
No. I'd be up shit creek, no paddle.
Yep.
All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed whatever that was. Yeah.
It was a good time.
It was fun. Mm-hmm. It was something.
Let us know your favorite impression down below.
Obviously, who did the best.
Yep. Yeah, of course.
Clearly.
Your Christopher Walken was
the Christopher Walken and Gilbert Gottfried is what saved me. I would have been nothing without those, so.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah, so there we go.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so don't forget to like and subscribe if you're on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Leave a review if you're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. If there's any other podcast platform that has reviews, just leave us a good one.
Yeah.
Thank you in advance.
You know. Or tell us what you hate about it so that we can, make little fixes here and there.
Or not.
And then, but still give like 5 stars. So we can go ahead and wrap this puppy up. So Puppies. So all in all.
That was all in all.
Bye, my friends.